Hi folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. I'm currently not able to go fishing due to my tow vehicle is in disrepair. I've got a part on order. Be hopefully getting it back together this Wednesday and ready to tow the boat to the lake on the weekend. We'll see. So, since I can't go fishing, I did something else a little more fishing related I want to share with you. I've been toying with the idea of putting a kicker motor on my boat for trolling instead of using my trolling motor on the bigger lakes and wearing out my batteries prematurely. I can just run this guy and get a few more hours of trolling. But anyway, so I was in the market, did some looking around, trying to figure out what I wanted, and I got this 1987 Johnson two-stroke 9.9. Plus there's also some lakes around that I can only do a 9.9 on, so this is going to work good for that too. We're going to pull it out. I haven't fired it up. I haven't done anything. I just got home with it. I'm going to hook it up. We're going to put some water to it. I'm going to check compression first. Put some water to it, and we're going to see if we can fire it up for the first time. Let's get going. I'm excited about this. All right, let's drag it out. Cool part, it came with an authentic Johnson boat motor hanger or stand. That's pretty good. That's pretty vintage stuff right there. I like that. That's obviously, I'm pretty sure, older than the motor. And the motor, let's see here. Kind of heavy. I'm hoping I can do it by myself without hurting anything. It's hanging there. I mean, you take a look at this thing. It is tight. It is clean. Let's see how to pull the cover off here. Nice little lever release there. Oh, look at that. This looks like it's in original condition everywhere. I'll grab the camera here and show you how clean this motor is. Look at that. That paint is not hurt. You can easily tell it has not been repainted. I'd asked the guy when I went to look at the motor, I said, has the motor been repainted or been repainted all? He said, no. Look at this down here. That's the original prop, original skag. And these have a flat skag on the bottom, but all the paint is there. And I checked the oil in the lower unit before I purchased it, and lo and behold, that oil was clean. No water came out. There's a quick little walk around to this guy. So I'm really excited. He said he used it on a little 12-foot boat, and he said I had it winterized every year by a shop, serviced. So it's also got the auxiliary, just like you could wrap a rope in here if you had to and try to give it a whirl to start it in case your rope broke. But let's check the compression of this thing, see what we got. There, I'm gonna see if I can get you guys right in here on the action. I'm going to remove both spark plugs so it spins over freely. And the book says exactly what spark plug you're supposed to use. There's 2 different plug options. I'm curious if that's what's really still in here or not. For using for low idle conditions, which I'm going to be using this on a lot with the trolling. Ooh, those are pretty black. Or they got a different plug for high idle or high speed conditions. Yeah, they're pretty black. They probably need replacing, which I'll probably do. We're going to see how it runs on the old plugs first. And why not? Let's just pull it and see what it sounds like. Just good throaty sound. Let's see what kind of pressure it builds up here. It's like about almost 120. It's not bad. The old 2-stroke. Look in the book to see what's good. Let's check and see what this cylinder is. Exactly the same. I'm digging that. That's some good news. Good balanced pressure. See if I can see some spark here. One of these old Champion spark plugs. And a grounding spot here maybe. Oh yeah, got a good spark there. Let's give these a whirl. I bet it'll run on it. Might not run top notch, but it will run. I always like to start these by hand. I don't like using wrenches or anything. Just should go in freely. Snug it up a little bit. What I'll do is I'll order some new spark plugs and I'll order some spares. Anytime you're dealing with a 2-stroke motor, make sure you have spare spark plugs. Because it's not if they'll foul, it's when they will foul. You don't want to be halfway through your day of fishing and your motor starts running rough because the plugs are starting to foul a little bit. It wrecks the rest of your fishing day. All right. Put the plug wires back on this little two-cylinder, 2-stroke honey of our motor. There we go. Now we're going to hook up a fuel line. Looks like it goes right there. I got a fuel line and a tank with this, so that's exciting. Along with some gas. Even more exciting. Been riding around the car, so it should be pretty sloshed up. Okay. Looks like they could go on either way, on either end. Looks like the bulb goes closest to the tank, though. That's the way I'll do it. Goes on this direction. Click, click. All right. Wow. Don't let your cord get hooked around your foot. Your fuel line hooked around your foot. It'll take you down and take the camera down with you. But I'm okay. All right, folks. Let's give this thing a whirl. I haven't read the instructions too clearly yet, but it says when it's cold, pull the choke. I'm gonna pull the choke. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna prime it. And I got the muffs on. You can see them right down here. Never ever run your motor without muffs. Let's turn that water on. Yeah, water pressure. Pull the choke out. Give the primer bulb a few squeezes. See what happens here. Do I have it turned on? I call that a success so far. We'll do a carburetor job on it. We'll do a video on that and see how it runs after the carb work's done. But otherwise, I think I got myself a kicker motor. Well, folks, it's a good day. I got a motor that runs. Seems like it's got a good lower unit on it. Low use. It hasn't been drugged through a lot of dirt and sand and everything. You can tell that by the prop and the skeg on the bottom. I'm pretty tickled. I think I'm gonna do the carburetor work on this thing and see how she runs after that, which I think it's a simple carburetor to get to. It's just a couple of bolts and that thing's off. It's just a regular old two-stroke carburetor, nothing fancy about it whatsoever. So I think I can take that apart, maybe get a little gasket kit for it, put it back together, and I bet you I can get that knob to work where that thing is just idle, and I can move it a little bit and get just the incremental adjustments I want for the low idle, because I want to be able to put in low idle, put it in gear, and then play around with the throttle a little bit so I control it just a specific speed. And once I got that action in hand, I can then figure out how to tie it to my other motor so I can do all my steering with just my steering wheel. Because we're on the big lakes, I'm trolling some big water. So I don't have to be real precise or real crazy precise, but I want to be able to maintain like a 1.8 mile an hour trolling speed. It'd also be nice to have an extra motor in case mine conks out. My trolling motor will only get me so far. I bet I can probably go 10, 12 miles with my trolling motor, I think, roughly, and from what I've experienced. And sometimes that might not get me back home. So I want this guy to get me the rest of the way home, or get me home, and then the trolling motor be last resort. So thank you folks for watching. I appreciate you, everybody that watches. Click like if you like what you see. Subscribe if you like what you see. And you want to see more stuff like this, because I'm going to be messing around with this. I mess around with cars. I mess around with just about everything. I like tinkering. So let's get this carburetor apart and get a kit ordered for it. And we'll see you on that video. Have a great day. Find something you like to do. Do it every day if you can. Have fun, folks. Michael out.